we are absolutely thrilled to welcome in an anchor for that back line, Kamal Miller. Kamal, I heard you woke up early just to join us on Morning Footy, so we all just want to say thank you very much. It's great to see you this morning.
No, thank you guys for having me. Waking up bright and early for this was no problem. I know it's going to be a good time here, so I'm happy to be here.
Yes, it is. We appreciate you so much. Okay, take us back to Saturday night, because these scenes were absolutely incredible. Just an awesome final that, it felt fitting that it ended up going to penalties, but just the celebrations at the end, winning the first trophy for the club. Has it sunk in yet? What was that night like for you?
Very special for me. My first, I would say, real hardware as a pro. Won a Canadian championship in Montreal, but this 7-game journey felt a lot more, I don't know, it just felt like a more complete story. And to do it in the fashion we did, with everything going on in the league play, and just to pull it all together for this cup run, it felt like a Cinderella story. And yeah, overall couldn't be more happy to help the club win their first trophy. It feels good to be part of that history.
Kamal, you have grown so much as a player. I mean, I remember watching you in your early days in Major League Soccer, but now you're a certified international with Canada, having played in the World Cup. Now with this Inter Miami side, there's been some ups and downs, but tell us how your team has changed. Now, when you look to your left, you see Jordi Alba. When you look in front of you, it's Busquets finding pockets, and just in front of them is Lionel Messi. How has your job changed as a center back, and just your ability to find players across the pitch?
Yeah, I think I fit in quite well with those guys, as crazy as it sounds. But I've always been more of an attacking center back, liking to break lines and carry the ball forward. So it helps having these new attacking pieces with so much quality, world-class quality. So it makes me a better player, makes my job easier. They're always in the right spots. But the bigger challenge for me, especially with this team, with all the attacking pieces we have, is to put out the fires when the other teams are starting to attack us. Always be in the right position. We get so high up the pitch with both fullbacks defending the transition in wide areas. It's part of one of my major jobs here. So yeah, just finding that balance between attacking and defending.
Kamal, I want to take you back to Saturday night, because yes, you've been fitting in really well with those players, as crazy as that sounds. But that penalty kick at the very end was just so positively sure of yourself. Can you talk me through the walking up and knowing that you're being watched by so many, because Messi and Busquets are now on your team, and you just put it in with so much confidence? What are you thinking in that moment?
Yeah, it's tough. I don't walk up. I jog up. I don't like the long walk up. Really, give myself less time to second guess myself. But yeah, it's just a cat and mouse game with the goalkeeper throughout the tournament, and even in Open Cup, you see what Panico can do. He's been making saves, and that's why they continue to give him these big games. So yeah, it was just about putting the ball down. I knew where I was going to go already, and just staying true to my shot and putting it right where I wanted to. So yeah.
Did you take penalties in college when you went to Syracuse? Did you ever take any penalties before?
Yeah, I did. I took them in my junior and senior year at Cuse, and then it's been history since then. And now I'm woken up my penalty kick ability again.
I saw that upperclassman coming on into the box. You were ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Kamal, so I want to kind of tell you a personal anecdote before I ask my questions, because there's a lot of my friends and people in Miami even that are watching Inter Miami now. My family's Argentine, so naturally they're locked in, all of them, to Inter Miami, especially my cousins. They're like 17 years old. They're Miami born and bred, but from an Argentine family. And you have become their favorite player, not Messi. You have become their favorite player because of the ability. They tell me, they don't say, oh, Kamal Miller is so good. They go, Kamal Miller, he's so good. Kamal Miller, Kamal Miller. You're like the theme of our group chat. but rightly so, because you've done so well coming out of the back. You've had an incredible pass completion, pass success. These flowers aren't just for the sake of flowers. You've been playing really well, and it's changed a lot with Tata Martino. So what does he require out of a center back?
So many different things. It all depends on the game. Tata is such a tactical mastermind. Every game looks different for us and the way we want to set up and what we want to do. So for some games, it's to stay more central next to Sergi and move the ball fast. Some games, it's play a bit deeper as the middle center back and hang on the ball and let everyone get in their positions a bit. You see me standing on the ball a bit against Nashville when the game was a bit chaotic, kind of just taking this thing out the game, and times where Sergio or Dixon or even DeAndre might drop in and we make the three, and then I have to step forward. So yeah, it's a lot, and I appreciate it. It's different areas of the field for me to attack from, and yeah, overall I love the responsibility and the trust that he has in me, and it feels good to earn that from the new boss right away, and for him to have that faith in me.
Kamal, we have to talk about Messi. I know that he's the topic of all of the conversations people are having with you lately, but what is he like in the locker room? I know we previewed this conversation when we saw each other at Nations League, and there were rumors that he might go to Inter Miami, and then it happened, and we saw each other at the final, and we were like freaking out about the fact that you're playing with him. What is he like in the locker room? What is it like playing next to him?
It's a joy. It's a joy to play with him, honestly. I catch myself staring at him sometimes. He'll look up and we'll lock eyes and I'll just look away quickly. But, it's very special just to see how hard he still works in the gym, how selfless he is on and off the field, times where he can dribble and do it himself, but he's looking for the teammates. And overall, just to see the joy. We kind of saw that missing when he was in Paris a bit, and we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. But since he's been here, it's been all smiles, and yeah, it seems like he's back to his full self on and off the pitch. He's quiet and humble, and as crazy as it sounds, he might be a better human being than he is a soccer player. So
Wow.
it's a crazy joy to be in the locker room with him every day and to share the pitch with him. Yeah.
Wow, that's really special, really beautiful. We also saw a pretty awesome moment after the game when Messi included DeAndre Yedlin, who was the captain prior to Messi joining, and wanted him to be a part of the trophy lift, bringing him in, kind of honoring him as the former captain. Can you talk about what a gesture like that means to the team?
Yeah, it means the most. Leading up to him arriving, we all thought how it was going to be and if he would want the job, the captain's band right away and stuff like that. And you can see right away he was even hesitant to take it from DeAndre. He didn't want to come and step on anyone's toes or mess up the dynamic of the locker room or anything like that. So it just shows how selfless he is, honestly. And yeah, for him to repay it to DeAndre in that way is really special, and didn't only mean a lot to DeAndre, but to all of us in the locker room as well, just to show how much he cares about the team. And yeah, he just wants to be one of the boys for once. So.
That's crazy. Kamal, why is he so normal, man? I don't know. When you're that famous, I feel like it's impossible to be so normal, just like anybody else, but it feels like he is.
Yeah, it's might be one of the things that has helped him play at such a high level for his whole career, just being able to achieve something so great and then push it to the side and be able to remain calm and ice cold in all moments, and to be able to think with clarity and in such critical moments. It's special to see. And yeah, there's no one else like him. It's crazy to see in front of my eyes every day.
So Kamal, to switch things up now, looking ahead to this big U.S. Open Cup semifinal against Cincinnati, this team is different. Let's put it. This is 0 to 100 now with Messi, Busquets, Alba, and Tata Martino. But Cincinnati are very difficult to play on the road, as you have already played Philadelphia, which is another team that's very difficult to play on the road. How do you see yourself matching up against a Brandon Vazquez as well as Lucho Acosta, who loves to make those runs in the pockets and in behind the center backs while you're dealing with it, Brandon Vazquez?
Yeah, it's going to be tough to deal with both of them. They work very well together, probably one of the better duos in MLS attacking wise. And yeah, it's always a tough game playing against those two. Cincinnati, great fan base. We know the stadium's going to be so loud, so we're expecting a good atmosphere. So it's just about the balance of myself, Sergi, and Sergio, trying to contain those two and making sure we don't let them do what they want. Got to be physical when you play against Brandon Vazquez. That's one of his strengths. When you let him finish his runs and feel like he can move wherever he wants to move, that's when he's going to hurt you. Played him a bit earlier in the year with the national team in the Gold Cup. Came on and scored against us. And yeah, so I know what to expect. I've played against him quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to it. It's always a good battle. He's a fierce competitor like myself.
Hey, we're looking forward to it too. I know you touched on the crazy atmosphere that you're expecting. What's been the craziest atmosphere thus far? Which stadium have you been impressed with in terms of the fans since Messi's been on the squad?
I think it has to be Nashville. I think it's the first fan base that was booing him. Every other place we've gone, they were praising him more than some of their own players. But I think the Nashville fans really gave their team an advantage and made it like that 12th man by showing their team and their players that they don't really care about the Messi show. They're here for the Nashville team to win, and they back their team. So I think definitely that was the hardest atmosphere so far.
All right, Kamal, I have to take my moment to thank you because I now have my most liked picture on Instagram and Twitter.
There you go.
Thanks to you letting me get a picture with Messi and helping me. I described it on the show yesterday, saying that there's a little bit of a language barrier between you two, but you got me in there. And then you immediately passed me your phone and you said, all right, my turn. And I took it for you and your girlfriend.
But the funny thing is now, you said Nashville fans were adamant, just, hey, we're here to support Nashville, not Messi, boo. Now Jenny's getting the boos.
Yeah, they're really mad at me about not appreciating them booing Messi, not gonna lie.
I mean, it's hard to. How can you, right? One of the greatest of all time. It's crazy that they were even booing him, but I respect it. I salute the Nashville fans for that.
Kamal, did you post your picture with Messi yet?
No, I didn't. I'm
Okay.
keeping that one. Keeping that one.
I was just going to ask. I wanted to
Throwback.
I wanted to compare how many likes between the two, but yeah.
Did your girlfriend post hers yet?
She did.
See, she posted it.
We got to
Yeah,
check.
but Kamal's waiting for a good Throwback Thursday.
That's right. That's right. Just throw that one in there. Oh, Kamal Miller, an absolute pleasure to chat with you this morning. Thank you so much for the time. Best of luck tomorrow and continued success all the way.